Welcome, boys and girls. Here today, I bring you Valheim. I am your locally friendly neighborhood gamer. And like I said, today's game, Valheim. Early access game that you can get on Steam. I absolutely recommend you give this game a try. I love it. If I could, I would sit here all day and play. But with a further ado, let's get started. I will be showing you guys what I have done so far, how many bosses I have beaten, this, that, and the third. Um, so yeah, let's get started. If any of y'all are wondering, my name is Anthony. I really don't care what you call me, how you want to call me, it's up to you. People call me Anthony, people call me Tony, people call me Scooby, people call me Shaggy. Depends. Whatever y'all feel like calling. Alright, let's see. Well, as y'all can see, this is what I refer to as my Great Hall. This is where I come in, relax, sit next to the fire, chill. Got the heads mounted on the wall. There's the back of the troll head. Um, but today I just want to bring y'all in, show the game off some. Like I said, I absolutely love this game. Um, this is my first video, so if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, keep on scrolling. But for today, I think today we're going to be I'm going to be taking y'all with me. We're going to go do some troll hunting. But before we do that, let me drop all that off. Put the meat away. I got plenty of that on me, plenty of that. Actually, what we're going to do before I take off is grab some wood, feathers. I'm going to make some more fire arrows. Now, just to give y'all a summary on what I've done, how far I've progressed in the game, I have beaten the first and second boss. I am currently now working on getting everything ready for the third boss. I don't know their names. I have hard time pronouncing and reading to begin with, so don't ask me. I don't know. So we're going to quickly just make up as many of these we can. And I'm going to be taking y'all over to where my copper and tin base is at. This is where I do a lot of my mining for my copper and stuff. Let's go ahead and throw this back in here. Put it in there. Now, honestly, I probably don't need all this, but it's never to be safe than sorry. Now, right now, let's head out. Like I said, if you're just tuning in and hearing about this game or whatever, I really recommend you go check it out. If you're already playing it or have played it, I'd like to hear your comments and your opinions on the game. I do believe there is a lot of balancing out they need to do with certain things, but my opinion, like I said, I know the game's early access, but you get what you get with these early access games, and honestly, in my opinion, this is better than what 7 Days was. Most people, probably just ticked off a lot of people, but it's my opinion. You ain't gotta agree with me, you ain't gotta like it. I'm sorry, just in my opinion, this game, it just, with the early access and the simple fact that it has already sold over 3 million copies, seems pretty good in my opinion. Alright, now, where we currently are is where you start out in the game. This is where you get dropped off when you start. I'm not going to go into detail on how you arrive here. I'll let y'all see that for yourself if you have not played the game. If you have, good for you. Alright, but we'll start with this stone right here. These stones show you the areas of where your boss will be. So if you hold E, it pulls up on the map. It'll show you that this is where the boss is summoned. Luckily enough, I got pretty close with my first and second boss. They were both reasonably close to me. And he was a little trek away, but honestly not that far compared to my third boss, which is down here. Now, back out of that. Now, if you look at each stone is going to have like almost like a sketch or a drawing of the creature, boss, whatever you're going to have to fight of that area. Your first one is a deer. Your second one is almost like a big tree. It's the only way I can really describe him. It's like a walking tree. How can I put this? Imagine Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy on crack, and that's what you get. Now each one of these bosses, when you place their heads down, you'll see that they glow, and you can get a special ability from them by going up, hitting E. Now, like I said, I can't pronounce their names, so just roll with me here. Your first boss, his ability gives you jumping stamina reduced -60. Run speed use -60. Pretty much what that means is you'll use 60% less when you're jumping or when you're running when you have this ability activated. Your second boss, as you can kind of figure out with them dealing with trees and wood, his ability is actually allows you to cut down trees faster. And if we hit E, we can switch back over to this ability. And now I can come back over here, and if I put it on here, it'll show you what the ability does. Faster wood cutting. That's all his ability will give you is faster wood cutting. So I recommend when you're around your base, building, doing odds and ends, use him. When you're out exploring, running around, use him. As far as the other ones, I'm not so sure about. Now, spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this, I recommend you skip forward a little bit. But I don't know about him, and I don't know about this third boss, but I know this boss gives his ability is wind. Like anytime you go out sailing on the water, you'll have the wind to your back, so you never have to worry about that again. So if you're going to do sailing or whatever, I recommend that. As far as the third boss goes, I'm not so sure. I haven't done too much. I'm trying not to do too much research into these bosses because I want to see for myself and fight them on my own. I don't like looking up cheap tactics, cheap bases, this, that, and the third to try to cheese them. I like to fight them the way they occasionally want you to do to upgrade your stuff and usually go out, plan, and try to do everything. But I do know once you kill the third boss here, he drops a wishbone that helps you go find silver up in the mountains, which is where we'll be going next. But now that I got ability switched over. Run back to the base. And we'll head out to the dungeons. I'll go show you all some dungeons. Like I said before, stick with me. I know my audio's not the best. I'm doing this with the best of the equipment I have, so sorry. Now, don't worry, a lot of the running across the map and stuff I will edit out later. I just kind of want to give y'all like, the feel of the game. And really, to understand it is, this is where I'm at. This is how much I move. This is the map. Map is very big. Very big. Compared to some of the other games I've played, it gives me a headache just looking at this. It really does. It gives me a headache just looking at all this. And the simple fact that I haven't even done a quarter of it. But enough of that. Let's head in here. Close. Here. We're going to sleep and get our rest bonus up. Before we head out. Alright, and let's get going. Let's shove some food into us. Now, you can see I got two portals. This one leads to the third boss. This is where we'll be heading. This is the second boss. This is where I put up my second base for when I fought the second boss. Hindsight, I kind of built it a little ways from the spawn point, the summoning area, which is honestly no big deal. But we'll come here. And let's see. So there's some dungeons and stuff here that I haven't done yet. Now, for the ones who are just starting out playing and who haven't really figured out everything when it comes to the map or the game itself, you see these icons on the side here. You can easily click on them and change what you want. If you got a campsite, home base, I use these ones for the dungeons, and I use the little ones for like copper, steel, copper mines, tins. I haven't used these ones because, I mean, yes, I know it's easier to symbolize, yeah, I got a portal there, but I generally will not put a portal up unless I have a main base. Now, all you gotta do to use these is select the one you want, double click over top of yourself on the map, wherever you're at or wherever you want it, and then you can just type in, let's see, we'll put home. Home. I think I already got a home too. What's that? Is that? That's home two, and I believe I have another one up here. Yeah, base three. Home one, base three. Got one over there. I got several other ones throughout like the edge here, but I don't use them often enough, so I don't care. Like, so you see, I got camp outpost number one over here. Now, like I said, I barely use them to mark the dungeons and stuff. That's all I use this for. I don't try anything else. Let's head out into the dark forest. Like I said, another tip for y'all who are starting out, if you pay attention to your mini map up in the right hand corner, you can see that it says mounds. It pretty much names the areas you're in. So as soon as pay attention, as soon as I switch over here into the dark forest, or the black forest, should I say, it switches over black forest. Now, as you can see, there's no skeletons. I've already killed skeletons, but I'm not 100% sure I've gone through this dungeon yet. Um, let's see here. Easiest way. I've been through it. Okay. Sorry. Phone just turned on. So yeah, it looks like I have. Yep, I've already been in here. So we'll quickly head back out here. And generally, what I do is right before I leave, I like to go ahead and mark them. So we'll select this one, double click, dungeon. And what I like to do is after I've done it and I know I've cleared them, is if you click on it again, it puts a little X across them. And that's a good way to mark them to let you know that you've already completed these dungeons. Because sadly to say, nothing respawns once you clear a dungeon. That's it. Once you take all the gold and everything out, that's it. There's nothing left. And I mean, I got mushrooms in here I can collect, but I can come back for those. So, but let's head off this way. There's another dungeon over here. I ain't got a mark on it. Some of them I have cleared and haven't marked. Blueberries. I recommend once you get to the point where you can enter the Black Forest, anytime you pass blueberries or thistles, pick them up. Pick them up. You're going to need them. You might not need them at that moment, but you're going to need them. And believe it or not, blueberries and thistles are hard to find. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. Oh, black slice. Run. Shit. Yep, let's get out of here. Another reason I love this game is the AI. The trolls will literally try to cut you off. And it's funny. It's aggravating, yes, I know. But it's so cool to watch the trolls actually try to cut you off. Get rid of y'all. Get tired of y'all. Come on. One more hit. Get away from him. Quickly eat. Wait for him to catch up and run. Let's take this out. Ah, you gotta parry their block. Like that. There you go. Now, I recommend you do not try to take these guys head on like I just did. Clearly, as you can see, they will kill you. I do have bronze armor on. Each piece is level 2. I got bronze shield, that is level 3. And, well, see, bronze. Okay, those are level 3. But everything else is level 2, 3, 3. And I already got the iron sword. Now, you can take these guys head on, but do not recommend you take these guys head on unless you got the full bronze gear. Actually, I should have. I made the iron shield as well. Oh no, that's right. No. Okay. Well, now that that's over with, let's get back over to that. Let's go to this. I don't need to hide. I got all that. I'll kill all the rest of it. But I can. Now, don't ask me which weapon is best, which weapon should I use, this, that, or third. Honestly, I can't tell you those because it depends on your playstyle. There's swords, there's spears, there's a sledgehammer, there's also a knife. Um, the thing is with this game, what most people don't understand is your character itself is separate from the world. So, like all of your skills, all of your stats here transfer over with you when you start a new world. You can take your player over to the new world, and whatever you have on him or anything like that will go with you. So it's like, more I use sword, my sword skill will go up. More I use pick, my pick will go up, or knives. You get the gist. The more you use it, the more it goes up. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but if I read it correctly, I do believe it says when you die, this stuff decreases. You lose so much knowledge of this, and then, yeah, of course, you lose all of your inventory stuff, which everyone hates about a survival game. You hate having to run back and get your shit. But let's quickly run in here and see if I have cleared this one out. Um, looks like I might have. All the doors are open. Yep, I've cleared this one as well. So we'll quickly come back here. Actually, let me head to the entrance just to make sure. Is this the right one? Back here. Yep. So we'll cross that one out. I don't know. Has to be more than that. Let's go see if we can find another one. Let's go this way. That's what that is. Now, as y'all can clearly see, my game does not quite look like everyone else's. That is due to the fact that at the moment I do have vegetation turned all the way down. And actually, while I'm thinking of it, I'll go ahead and turn it back up. I recommend if you're trying to find mushrooms and stuff, rocks and stones on the ground, turn the vegetation off. Just turn it off. You'll find the mushrooms and stuff so much easier. But I need those. Let's go ahead and make one. What can I think I'll do with that? Blueberries. The blueberries are good for you. You need the blueberries. And like I said, grab the thistles. Just grab the thistles and blueberries when you're when you're in here. Anytime you're in here, just grab them. You'll see buildings like this throughout the map, old ruined buildings. They're generally guarded by the creatures in that biome. I didn't realize you were here. Dead now. Like I said, here's your stone. That just tells you where the boss is at. Sad part is, before you can find any of the bosses, you have to find these stones in the biomes. See? Mushrooms. I got them. Be careful. They will throw stones. I recommend if you don't want these guys bothering you while you're working on your base or something, or just trying to run through here at night, trying to get home, hold a torch. The graylings, the boars, they don't like fire. So as long as you have a torch out, it keeps them away from you. Quickly, I'll send some more business here. Those. Really? No. Some sausages and some cooked meat. And we'll head this way. These white flowers here, you see? Carrot seeds. Um, grab them if you want. You can make carrot stew or whatever with them, and it gives you more stamina. Um, like I've said, it depends on how you play and how you want to play. Um, you physically can't die from like not eating or anything in this game. It does affect your health and stamina though. Um, as long as you eat, you'll have like a lot of health and a lot of stamina. If you don't eat, then you won't have health or stamina. You'll have it, but I think like the highest your health will be with no food or nothing in you is like 25. And even one of these regular graylings will kill you with one hit, 2 hits, 3 hits maybe. Um, as you can see, that purple thing there in the back, that is a spawner. Um, so far, the way I understand that they work is that so many of them will spawn. So your best bet is to just let them spawn and then come over and take out their spawner before you kill any of them, should I say. Let's get some room. Be careful. Yeah, that is a healer. He can shoot poison at you or heal his comrades. But we'll go ahead, activate that so I can run when I need to, kill y'all, and quickly run right back over here. Screw you. Get some stamina. Come on. There we go. Now you can leave these up to be able to farm these guys if you want. I generally just destroy them just because these guys spawn enough. I don't need this. I don't need that there. No, that's bullcrap. Still no dungeons. Yeah, you can see one of my rafts. And I recommend as soon as you unlock the ability to make the next stage boat after the raft, you build it. Don't even mess with these rafts. They're not worth it. I've already been here. Yeah. This, as you can tell, is a copper deposit. The way you can tell is you'll see like a gold strip that runs through it. And it'll just pop up saying copper deposit. I know I keep saying this, but I can't stress it enough. Get the thistles. Blueberries, I'm not so sure about. I know there's two recipes I can remember right now that they're only called for. Um, One of them is very good for when you're first starting out. Is some kind of honey jam, some kind of jam. Um, but once you get up to where you can make sausage and all that, jam becomes useless. It kind of does. I mean, it does kind of give you something else to switch back and forth if you want to make them. That way, it gives you something to eat and munch on while you're like working on around your base. So that way, if you get attacked, you do have some sort of hit points, and you're not just rolling around with the lowest amount of hit points as possible. I'm just trying to think here. I guess I could take y'all down there. Yeah, you'll come across a lot of these like little abandoned villages. Um, Generally, if you come inside, you'll see like a chest or something. You can easily take these over and make them your own. All you need to do is just um, build a workbench, and you can easily upgrade these guys, fix them up. You can keep them the way they are, or you can pretty much demolish them and do whatever you want. Sadly, I do not have a hammer on me at the moment to show y'all, so sorry. Um, yeah, like I said, I love this game. I love everything about it. You can terraform. Honestly, I love the terraforming part. I just love the fact that we can warp and build the land to the way we want it. You want a big mountain behind your base? Build a big mountain behind your base. It's possible. It's just, do you want to put the effort and time into it? This is just like all your other games. It's grindy. All your survival games. It's all of them are grindy in some way, some form. It's you either gotta go get stone, you either gotta go get wood. And it's just the way these games work. So if you can't do it, then I don't recommend it. I mean, a lot of people don't like these games because they can't. They don't like. Just don't like going out and spending an hour on getting wood. And yes, I know I just stoked that fire and went back home. But where we'd be going next, I'm going to be taking you all down to where the third boss is at. I haven't been down there, and I know there's some Black Forest area down that way, and we can go find some trouble to get into. You're done, so let's empty you. One, okay. So here, drop those off, drop that off. Anything else? Nope. These up. Stick all those in there. There's the health. Poison resist. I was just getting them separated so I knew which ones were which. Because I need more poison resistance right now. Stone there. I mean, I understand these. You get the hard antler you get from the first boss, and you're able. Once you get those, you're able to make. Let's see, where's that? I'll show you. Do I not have them here? They must be back in my other base, but what they essentially is it allows you to make a pick where you can mine stone and copper and all that. Um, I just don't like how the fact that That's all it's used for. I heard you. Where you at? I, I don't know if it's because I don't know what's going on, but I still occasionally will get graylings and necks spawn on the inside of my base. So yeah. Well, I think I will leave it off here. I'll see you on the next video. Leave a comment, leave a like, hit the subscribe. Catch y'all next time. Until then.